Assalamualaikum, saya Binti YUSOF.
Hello, it's me, SABIHA Binti MAT263.
Ni hao, je Afifah Zuhairah Binti Zuhaidi.
We are talented students.
Introduction of the case study. Inverse of matrix A represents as A inverse as well as B. It's denoted by P inverse. A simple formula can be used to calculate the inverse of 2 by 2 matrix by using determinant and adjoint. To find the inverse of 2 by 2 matrix, swap the position of A and D, put negatives in front of B and C, and divide everything by the determinant AD minus BC. There are many methods to find inverse of 3 by 3 matrix, which is a row method and cofactor. But in this video, we will show how to find inverse 3 by 3 using a row.
Now, we move on to the purpose of studying the inverse of the matrix. The first one is, the inverse matrix is used to solve the system of linear equation. It also tells us the consistent or inconsistent behavior of the solution of equations. Next, linear equation, some error correcting codes, linear differential equation, and linear recurrency sequences all use the concept of the inverse matrix. Here, let us learn about the formula and method related to the inverse of matrix 2 by 2. The question is to find the inverse of matrix A, -3, 4, 2, 5. The inverse of the 2 by 2 matrix is easier to calculate in comparison to the matrix of higher order. We can calculate the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix using the general step to calculate the inverse of a matrix. The formula to calculate the inverse of matrix for a matrix A equals A, B, C, D is A inverse equals 1 over AD minus BC times D negative B negative C A.
Next, for question 2, we will see on the calculation of inverse for 3 by 3 matrix, which also can be used for the square matrix greater than that. To find the inverse, we can use elementary row operations, or in short, E-row. First step is to write the matrix U on the left and identity matrix on the right, separated by a straight line as shown in the first step of the solution. Use Gauss-Jordan elimination method to reduce U to a reduced row echelon matrix, and whatever operations that are performed on matrix U are also performed on matrix I, which is on the right hand side. Once U is reduced to I, then the matrix on the right side is the inverse of matrix U, and that is how you get the inverse of a 3 by 3 matrix.
The inverse of matrix is another matrix which are multiplying the given matrix with the multiplicative identity. The inverse of matrix is used to find the solution of linear equations through the matrix inversion method. In mathematics, an inverse matrix is a useful tool. The inverse matrix, its properties and examples have all been covered. It can be used to solve the majority of challenging problems. It is used in calculus, optics, and quantum physics to solve linear equations and other mathematical functions. It has a wide range of real-world applications, making it an important part of mathematics.